Man of many talents and jobs, but comedy is at the root of it all. Comedian Steve Hofsetter headlines at the Famous Factory at the Tropicana today through Sunday. And he's here in studio with us live. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I rolled into town similar to John Fogerty in a line of traffic.
A line of traffic. Okay.
Yeah, with my Toyota Corolla.
Okay,
So-
right. Exciting, but different.
A
in
bit different,
way.
yeah, but my style.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of Toyota Corollas, when you travel, is that how you usually travel? And do you travel? Of course, comedians travel a lot. What is that like?
If they're willing to pay me to talk about it, sure.
Okay.
I travel in that all the time. I mean, we fly. Depends on where. I'm from LA though, so it was an easy drive.
Right.
But we travel all the time. It's ridiculous. People have been complaining about the weather here this week, which is ridiculous because I did 2 weeks in Winnipeg last January.
Okay.
Because my agent is a jerk, and it was 60 degrees below zero.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we've never had in the States. We've never had that.
No.
There, they didn't even bat an eye. It was
Right.
frozen open the whole time. But
And I see that on TV, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
from being a Vegas native, I get it.
You understand that means if it warmed up by 92 degrees, it'd be freezing?
Yeah.
I had relatives from Montreal and they were wearing sweaters.
Yeah.
And when it was like 18 degrees, going, you guys are wimps.
It's
I
utterly ridiculous. Yeah, meanwhile in LA, we complain when it's like, it's 65 degrees out. I had to wear sleeves.
Yeah.
It was awful.
So what can people expect when they come see you do your comedy? Live?
They can expect a whole lot of laughs. I'm a
Okay.
social critic.
Love that.
I tend to go for the gut. It's comedy without apology is the
Okay.
name of the
Nice.
tour.
Okay.
And it's lately I've been talking about frustration with other human beings. Like I don't like people.
In general?
There's no extra clause to that sentence.
Okay.
Like that's where it ends.
Okay.
And I'm not like incapable of love. Like I love my wife.
Okay.
Like we hate people together, which is nice. It's sweet. Like some nights we get dressed up on ice and then we don't go anywhere because there could be people.
Oh,
So
go look at that.
I
Yeah.
want to like people, but then
Right.
I meet people.
Right, and they
It's like gross.
Right. So I see that you're interested in dog rescue, which
I am. We
dogs
have
are nicer than people.
Dogs are wonderful.
Okay.
I have one of my dogs with me this week, which is wonderful. Dogs are great. People keep thinking that they're like a gateway drug to children, though. Like dogs and kids are very different. Like dogs are way smarter than kids.
Oh wow, no.
Yeah.
I have both and I can attest to that.
Here's the proof. I own a home. All my electrical outlets are uncovered.
Oh.
Like, you understand? Like,
Yeah.
my dog's never just
The dog's
moved.
know not
Like, that's
to
never
do that.
happened. Well, he's
Okay.
good at being alive.
Okay.
So.
That's a great thing as well. Just good at being alive. You're also a sports commentator. Do you do
I
any
am.
sports material in your act?
I try to do sports jokes in my act when I can. It's difficult, though, because sports fans don't get each other's jokes. Like a basketball fan won't get a hockey joke, and a hockey fan won't get a NASCAR joke, and a NASCAR fan won't get anything.
It's really segregated
So
with
it's
the jokes there in sports.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. But
Okay.
How about you were talking about your podcast? You have a podcast?
Yeah, I have a brand new podcast that just debuted this week. It's called Major League Podcast.
Okay.
And it's where I interview baseball players and ask them uncomfortable questions.
Nice.
And it's a ton of fun because it's not about like the X's and O's. Like, oh, is that curveball in the 8th inning? Like, no, we know that already.
Okay.
And so the first episode, I talked to CJ Nitkowski, who was a first-round draft pick and didn't pan out the way the Reds would have wanted. And so I talked to him about that, which was great. And he worked out with Roger Clemens during the steroid years in Roger Clemens' house.
Okay.
So he had a lot of behind-the-scenes FBI stories.
Wow.
So that was a lot of fun.
So what's an example of an uncomfortable question that you might ask?
How does it feel to not pan out as the first-round draft pick?
Yeah. Okay. So you actually asked that
Oh,
question
absolutely.
direct into their face.
He's got a great
Awesome.
sense of humor, so he was perfectly fine with it. He joked around that his people tricked Jim Bowden into drafting him. So
Okay. So if you don't like people, then what would you have to say about what's going on in the political scene right now? Is there someone you like less than someone else?
well,
would you
sure.
comment on?
I mean, Trump really bothered me when he said that he was only lent $1 million
Okay.
to start his business. His parents only lent him $1 million. Just like us. Only $1 million in 1968. When $1 million is worth 17 now.
Right.
Only $17 million,
Right.
which in the New York real estate market would be worth $240 million now. So
Okay.
only $240 million.
Right.
Just like us.
It's Trump.
Do you know what I would do if my parents lent me $240 million?
What?
I would hire a hitman to murder my parents. I would.
Oh.
I love my parents, but
Right.
I would, and then I would hire another hitman to murder him, so that nobody would know, and then I would have like $238 million left. And then I would run for president as a joke, which is what I think is happening.
It is very much happening. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to catch this very funny man, Steve Hofsetter comedy show at the Laugh Factory tonight through Sunday at the Tropicana. For showtimes and tickets, just head over to the website on your screen. Much more to come on Valley View Live. Stay with us. We'll be right back.